is another reason why Sonia from Brian Insurance is going to be here today. Talk to us. Did you know it was National Insurance Awareness Day?
Well, no, because I thought every day was Insurance Awareness Day, Rick.
I know, but when you're an insurance nerd, that's what.
I am an insurance nerd.
But like say, it is actual National Day.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's good to know.
So we have Sonia from Brian Insurance Agency here to talk about something that every parent with kids, probably, I don't know, maybe 15 down, has dealt with.
Yeah, it's fidget spinners, and some people may not remember this. I know you do, Rick. Whenever I was researching this, all I could think of was that skit on Saturday Night Live with Dan Aykroyd and what's her name, Jane Curtin, where he was like the toy salesman, and he had like the bag of glass and all that. That's all I could think of. It's funny because like insurance people can make everything not fun, I guess.
Yeah, it's funny how we've discussed this before. It's like I'll come home and I've got, hey, let's go do this. Do you know the liability of that?
And as I always say, you just need to be aware, and then you can make your decision. It's okay to take a risk, as long as you know what it is. But anyway, I saw an article that made me do a little more research about fidget spinners, because they are all the rage. Even teenagers in our church have them, down to little kids. It's just a big deal right now, and it's a trend, like the Rubik's Cube or, whatever else, yo-yos, whatever, it's a trend right now. But, it actually started, and where it got its name is that it was marketed as a tool to help kids with ADHD, or I can never say that right, or autism, to concentrate, to not get their mind off on something else, because they do that. So that's what it was marketed, although it's never been proven by the FDA or anybody else that really works. But that's what it started at. But now it's a toy and it's a fad and everybody's playing with them. And unsurprisingly, there has already been some people that have been hurt using a fidget spinner.
I guess that goes to show you that just about anything you do, no matter what it is, there are risks involved.
There are. And the specific ones that I read about, one child, and it was a younger child, actually took it apart and swallowed part of it and had to have surgery to get that out, to remove it. Another child got it stuck on their finger and had to have it cut off in the emergency room. And then the craziest one that I read is there was an actress in London who posted on Instagram that she had to drop out of a play because a fidget spinner in a shop got loose when somebody was spinning it, hit her behind the ear, and gave her a concussion. So I know, that's crazy, huh?
So far, mine, I've had, I haven't had any accidents yet.
Well, not yet. There was also a Michigan woman who said that... This is crazy, but she was charging, I didn't even know you could do this. She was charging her fidget spinner using a Bluetooth gadget, and it caught on fire, and so there you go.
Yeah, some of them have lights and stuff that you can charge up and.
So they're fun, they're cool, but if they're misused, there can be things that go wrong with them. So, actually, the Consumer Protection Safety Commission is investigating fidget spinners, and Good Housekeeping Institute tested the various spinners and determined they are not suitable for children under 3 years old.
We need to go back to some of the toys we had when we were kids, like the metal erector sets, the wood-burning kits. Yeah. Remember those clackers, those things? Those are safe toys.
Lawn darts.
Yes, lawn darts, all those safe toys,
So yeah, but as with all of this, and I won't bore everybody to death with it, but there are insurance implications. Anytime that you manufacture something, because I think a lot of people have ideas for, this would be cool to make this, or, I have this idea. You need to think about the liability implications, and you need to make sure that you're properly insured, because anytime you manufacture anything, you need to make sure that you have insurance. So if something goes wrong, something that was not intended, now obviously if somebody takes it apart and swallows it, as long as you, and I'm not trying to play lawyer here, but as long as you, have the proper warning, this is not, don't take apart, it's not to be used by, babies or whatever, hopefully you need to check with your lawyer on that, but hopefully, that would keep you from being responsible, but you do need to make sure you do have products liability insurance anytime you manufacture anything. But I think the moral of this story today is just if your kids are going to play with fidget spinners, that's great. Just make sure they're used properly. Don't get the ones that apparently exist that have sharp edges. I didn't know about that either, but apparently some of them have really sharp edges.
Yeah, there's some that are like, they look like the bat wing.
Yeah, what I think of are those ninja star things when I see them. Is that what
stars?
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
I have some.
I know you do, but anyway, the point is just make sure that if your kids are playing with them, that they're using them properly. Be careful, not trying to take the fun out of it. Just don't want anybody to get hurt. So
the thing is that as a parent, you just need to monitor what your kids are doing, no matter what it is. And fidget spinners are just another one of those things out there that, I know how kids are. You give them anything, and immediately they're going to figure out, how can I take it apart? How can I do this? How can I do that? I even heard the other day that some kids were taking fireworks and putting in the little holes of the fidget spinners, lighting them and spinning them. That's just actually looking for a place.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, don't try that at home.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
So, there are liability in everything you do. This is what I believe what you're the point you're getting across is, no matter what you do, fidget spinners, if you even light a match or whatever it is you do in life, there's liabilities involved.
There's potential liability.
And you have to really be careful on what you're doing, especially as a parent. Watch what your kids are doing. Don't just hand them something in the backseat of the car and just say, all right, that'll keep them quiet for a couple hours.
Exactly. And, if you are in business or you do have an idea for a product that you're going to make, and it happens all the time, we get calls all the time, it would surprise you because there are a lot of entrepreneurs. And, somebody comes up with these ideas, and a lot of times they're very good money makers. But do think about the insurance implications and talk to a good agent that could advise you on what kind of insurance you need. Because, like I say every week, don't wait till after something bad's happened to find out, I wish I would have bought that insurance. Find out ahead of time. Find out what your risks are, what coverage is available. Then you can make that choice, and ahead of time, and you're not surprised.
If folks will get hold of you guys, talk to you about fidget spinning insurance. How do they do it?
Well, I don't know about fidget spinning insurance, but if you have any questions, there's several ways you can get a hold of us. You can call us, 940-549-2525. You can come see us on the second floor of the Sierra Bank building, or visit us on our website, www.bryanins.com, as well as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're out there, so just find us.
I'm McCall Dago Boncio, and remember, that elevator ride to the second floor is always free. All right, thank you, Sonia, for coming by and talking to us about insurance needs, Bryan Insurance, and we've got America coming up. More on the